This is CBS News Bay Area with Juliette Goodrich.
Let's begin. It may be the first day of spring, but the rainy season is not over. Get ready for spring showers big time. Tomorrow is a first alert weather day with another storm set to hit the Bay Area. It is complicating the recovery in a small Monterey County farming town of Pajaro, where we've been reporting thousands of people still left in limbo after a levee breach flooded their community 10 days ago. And we just learned it could be the end of this week before they can even go home. Monterey County officials are going building by building to make sure that they are safe. There's also major damage to the local infrastructure, and crews are cleaning the streets, patching potholes. PG&E is also checking for gas leaks. The levee breach itself has been patched, but they're waiting until the storms are done to work on a permanent fix.
I do want to really reiterate, we evaluate this every single hour of every single day. We are constantly looking at a time window for when we can allow the community back in. And every hour, it's a new moving piece of damage that needs to be repaired.
So reporter Devin Fehely, he spent the day there where the uncertainty has led to exasperation for the people who can't go home and the people who never left.
There is growing frustration on both sides of the Pajaro River, both from people who evacuated and would like to get back in, as well as from people who stayed behind and want just the ability to leave and then return to their homes. And both sides say that they are increasingly fed up with what they describe as the slow-moving and overly bureaucratic response to the flooding.
They let you out, but they don't let you back in.
So Leonardo Torres spends much of his day on this bridge that connects Pajaro to Watsonville. It's here that he waits for daily donations of food and supplies, things he could readily get for himself if only the county allowed flood victims to leave and then to return to their homes.
They're going to consider this a new border, like wherever, any other country, give us passports, It sounds like a joke, but it's needable, and we have the technology. I don't know why it doesn't get done.
Under the county's current system, if you leave, you're not allowed back in. Probably until the end of the week or perhaps even longer. There's still no running water in town, and county officials say it's just not safe or sanitary.
It's very frustrating.
A neighbor sent Ruth Ruiz these photos of her family's home surrounded by floodwaters a week ago. This is what it looks like now. But she fears the unseen damage inside the house made worse by her inability to visit in person and begin to clean up.
By the time we're allowed in there, who knows when, the damages are going to be triple than they were like day one.
County officials estimate there are hundreds of people, men and women and young children, who've chosen to stay in town. But at times it feels deserted and desolate. The floodwaters have receded, but you will still find pockets of muddy water that have stubbornly stayed behind as well.
I kind of evacuate my family, my wife and my son.
Leonardo is a cancer survivor and feared the cramped conditions at the shelter. And little by little, he's drying out his apartment. He says he doesn't have much and can't afford to lose either his home or his community.
I don't have money, but I send them with family all the way to a different state for now until things get better.
The most common complaint that we hear from residents is why couldn't the county design a better re-entry program, a day pass, a registry, an armband or a bracelet that would allow them to come and go from their community. They say that would have sped up both the cleanup and the recovery, which many evacuees say is at a virtual standstill.
Another part of this, a big repair that needs to be done, is to a sewer main that actually runs right through the community. It also needs to be fixed before residents can return. Now, a temporary patch job has already been done, but permanent repairs could also take until the end of the week.